If you could make a difference in someone else's life, what would you do? Would you help a friend, a neighbor? What about a complete stranger, just because it was the right thing to do? In West Seneca, this is a normal Saturday afternoon in the Met household. Video games, smiles with missing teeth, distractions. 6 months ago, 9-year-old Anna was diagnosed with leukemia.
It's a long 2.5 years of treatments for her type of leukemia, so we're only 4.5 months in. We've got a long road ahead of us yet, but we'll get through it.
Mm-hmm.
So far, so good. Anna's undergoing chemotherapy, and her cancer has not diminished her spirit.
She's always smiling, even, she could be sicker than a dog and getting wheeled down for her spinal tap, and she's smiling at all the doctors.
And the Mets mindset has wheels of its own.
You have to keep going. You have to, treasure every moment you have.
In Tonawanda, the Murphy family was forever changed in one moment. Back in August, 15-year-old Jacob was riding his bike on Niagara Falls Boulevard when he was struck by an SUV. Jacob fractured his skull and suffered severe brain injuries, putting him in the ICU for 34 days. For the last 3.5 months, Jacob has received treatment at the Children's Institute of Pittsburgh. He has since returned to his family in Western New York, but still has a long road ahead. In Orchard Park, the Millens try not to think about the future. Just a few months ago, they found out their son, John Austin, developed a terminal cancerous brainstem tumor.
I think he knows that we're all scared. I think he knows that something's different. I think he knows that his body's changing. But I don't think he knows that he's dying.
These days, we mostly, he really likes his Cars, the Cars movies, and he really likes his Cars toys. And, he lets me read some books to him, particularly ones that have cars in it.
But honestly, it's hard to imagine without him. And the prognosis is so grim, it's really very difficult to think about it.
The Mets, Murphys, and Millens are 3 unique families with 3 unique stories to tell. But what makes this whole story unique is the common thread they all share. T-shirts. Lots of T-shirts. Local philanthropist Del Reed has established a new charitable initiative called 26 Shirts, taking unique Buffalo sports designs and putting them on T-shirts.
We sell it for a 2-week period, and all the shirts that are sold during that time, the profits that we get after the shirts are made and everything else, all the leftover money, we give to a family in need.
A different T-shirt and a different cause every 2 weeks, equaling 26 shirts in 1 year.
This shirt benefited Anna Met.
It's pretty cool that everybody's helping pitch in with all those T-shirts.
The money from this one went to the Murphy family.
Slowly but surely, he's making some progress.
For our efforts to help John Millen.
It was, one of those amazing, wonderful things that just happens really fast that you don't expect. Again, a total stranger coming from, thin air that says, "Hi, I want to help."
Del has a family of his own, but that hasn't prevented him from helping dozens of others.
You get one life. You're given one life on this earth. And if you don't make the most of it, if you're not doing it to help others who are in a worse situation, you're wasting your life. That's how I feel.
So, if you could make a difference in someone else's life, what are you waiting for? Jonah Javad, Channel 2 Sports.